Once more with feeling, right? Okay. I was just still here, so I thought I'll do another one. And shh, don't tell anybody that. This is many days later. Many days later. So don't even think about that. But I'll be going for a record for the world's worst vlog ever. And you know, I realize it's setting a pretty high standard because there's some pretty shitty stuff out there. So you know, you know, as they say, reach for the stars. You know, don't let your grasp, you know, exceed your reach, or don't let your reach exceed your grasp. Something pithy. Put something pithy in there that makes sense and isn't all tongue-tied like I just did. Yeah, place something pithy right in there in your head, and then pretend I said it. Okay, that's my best chance. I don't know if this has a title at all. Maybe it's midlife crisis or something. Because like I said, as long as we're keeping the secrets here, that I'm shooting this the same evening as the other one I just did. I had a birthday very recently, and man, you know, it's like suddenly, you know, I'm like, as I'm falling asleep, I'm like not quite dreaming, but I'm thinking, maybe dreaming, maybe not, realizing, I'm not. Sorry, need some chapstick here. This is rude to do on camera, but there it is. I'm lazy. Don't want to find the mouse and stop it and start this over again. Lips are chapped. Anyway, I realize I'm suddenly mortal. It's like, no, I'm not. I'm bulletproof. And it's like, no, you're not. You just had another birthday. And so, damn. And okay, so usual setup stuff. I have my fourth of four stainless steel paintings back there. That one's Dean, and this is so ghetto. It's so ghetto. Before, I remember I tried to use a flashlight, this one, and it didn't work out, and I thought, you know, I'll grab a Kleenex, cover it up, get a little bit more diffuse light. So now, ghetto. I've taken to, I took a rubber band, and put it around the flashlight now. So now it's a flashlight with a Kleenex. It's a clean Kleenex. You know, give me that around it. So anyway, so now when I show you Dean back there, it's diffuse light, and I'm not going to blast him with the spotlight of the original flashlight. So yay me, right? So anyway, that's my phone. It was plugged in, so I didn't technically knock the phone off. I technically pushed the cord with my knee, and the cord was connected to the phone. So I'm still perfect record for not dropping my phone. Didn't drop it. Anyway, that's Dean. He is from this TV show Supernatural, and which I've only seen a handful of episodes. But anyway, I bought this, and that's a iconic Chevy Impala. That's on a '57 Chevy. Oh, I want to say. Hang on a second. Does it say? Hang on. I must know if it says. Is it going to say? It does not say. No. Nope. Okay. I couldn't get it. Couldn't get it to tell me. It just says Impala. Chevy Impala. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's a Chevy Impala. Yeah, there it is. It's a Chevy Impala. Not 57. I want to say between 1965 and 1970. That's my guess. Let's call it a 1970. Anyway, Chevy Impala and the Dean, and the colors is what's important. It's blues and grays, and got to credit one more time my great friend Deanna Petku. This is her same song that I've used for the last couple of videos as background music, because it's perfect. Shape of My Heart, Sting cover. Anyway, she helped me with that one, because we were picking out the other ones, and you know, they were all matching that Chinese red, a deep red that I really like as an accent. You can't go crazy with it, you know, too much. It's too much, but you know, as an accent. and then the other walls being Battleship Gray. And then I was going to do gray carpeting. This isn't the place I was theoretically going to move to, and like I said, I've been 2 weeks away from moving for like 8 months now, or a year. It's crazy. I can't get it done. I can't get the money together. I can't make it happen. So, and then, people are getting sick, and my brother-in-law is having a stroke at, how old? 35? Something like that, dumbass. He is. I know you think, oh, don't be mean to your brother-in-law. No, he's a dumbass. I gotta be careful what I say in public, right? I'll just tell you scientific facts. If you have a stroke like this, there's a 4-hour window. They can reverse it. Yeah, medical magic. If you get to the ER within 4 hours of having this, at least this kind of a stroke, I don't know if it's all strokes, they can reverse it. And it's like it never happened, I guess. I think, or at least it's much, much better. But it's a 4-hour window. And he wouldn't go to the ER for 3 days. Argued with my sister about it. Said he had a cold sore, and that's why he was talking funny, because he was, mouth was dancing around this cold sore, which, that is a thing. I've bitten the inside of my lip or something, and you do talk funny because, your brain just knows that it's going to hurt if you try to make a certain sound with your mouth. And so your brain just won't let you make that sound, and you talk funny for a couple of days because you bit the inside of your lip, or you bit the inside of your cheek, or something stupid like that. But no, my sister was saying, no, that's not what's going on here, and he's just stubborn. Not stubborn in a good way, like Aries. We're stubborn in good ways, us Aries people are. But no, he's just stubborn in a world's worst patient way. And okay, I should quit talking crap about my brother. Not my brother, sorry, brother-in-law. I only have one sibling. She's my sister, and she's hard to forget. I've been told she's like me times 10. I've told that story before. Okay, so anyway, picking out colors. Deanna said you need something to break it up. Go with something completely. Go with this blues and grays. Don't make all 4 of these metal paintings match your Chinese red and your carpet color and all that. Something to throw things off a little bit, to make it a little bit interesting. Find a wall. You'll have to wait till you get there to see where it should go, but get that one that's got that moon behind his head. I know you can see it. I don't need to put a flashlight out, but there's a moon behind his head, and then the car is a medium blue, and you can see the colors as well as I can. I don't need to describe them to you. So anyway, genius, of course. So she's the artist and I'm not. So that's the 4th of 4 paintings, and yeah, it is secured with you can see a little bit in that nice blue, or those white clouds. You can see a little bit of black. Right. This is harder to do than you might think. Right there. Yeah, right there. That's black electric tape. Yeah, electrical tape. Ghetto. And if you saw one of the other ones, you were sitting here with me when it collapsed and clanked, over into that corner. By the way, you didn't get to hear, it didn't hurt the painting at all. It's stainless steel, and the paint didn't scratch, and the stainless steel wasn't hurt by the fall. So it's all good. And that's why that's black. That's why that black is there on the other side of it, not just the near side. It's on the far side, because I'm securing it so it doesn't happen again. Okay, now we're at 9 minutes. I've said nothing. So yeah, I thought I had a little bit of a topic. I'm going to release this right away. There's like 5. I have 5 others in the can probably by now. But this coronavirus is the topic, I guess, here. Or what did I say? Oh yeah. Midlife crisis. I was going to say, the midlife crisis thing, right, is when somebody gets to be middle-aged in some way. The middle age depends, it varies. And they buy, like a red sports car, and then they get divorced, and they marry somebody 20 years younger than they are, and all that. And it's like, hey, you can't put that bright red sports car thing on me. No. I've driven sports cars my entire life since the day I got my driver's license, right? So I should quit looking at myself. Look at you. Sorry. adjust myself in the chair a little bit here. Come on, get a little further back. Yeah, I've driven sports cars since the day I had my driver's license. So yeah, nobody's throwing any shade on me about, oh yeah, you got bought a sports car, because blah blah blah. It's like, no, there's no because. I drive sports cars. Period. I drive them since the day I was born, and I'll be driving one the day I die. Hopefully. But I may be driving a new one. I'll have to see what happens with my current. Don't touch that table, Keith. My current problem with my car, the bright red one, has $7,000 worth of engine rebuilding that I'm looking right down the barrel of, having to decide what to do right now. So, excuse me. What else is new here? I went to 720p. I know I keep changing back and forth, but I thought, who cares about file size? Space is infinite, and my internet's fast. I can upload it. I don't care. And if YouTube doesn't care, I don't care. It's not 1080p. It's not 4K. Certainly nothing going on here that needs a 4K monitor, especially with this low light. It is a little bit brighter, but more light than I have used before. Gosh, I got to tell a story here or make a joke or something. Knock, knock. Who's there? No, I got to do something. Oh, I brought some props. This is how bad it gets. When you start losing your mind, when you have a birthday, and you start realizing you are getting older at some point, and I'm like, I need a haircut anyway, and so it's like, what if it starts turning gray? At some point, maybe it'll get gray. Maybe it'll get gray during this lockdown. So I'm not making this up because I'm going to prove it right here. Look at these 2 boxes. Oh my God. Just for men, right? 2 of them. I didn't know what color to get because I've had this same color auburn, whatever brown hair for a long time. So there's dark brown, and this one is medium brown. Yeah, and they're sitting side by side, at Walgreens. And I'm there to pick up something else, for my mom or for me, Tylenol or something. But I go down the aisle and I'm like, what about these things? Am I going to need to start using this crap? Am I going to need to start using this crap during the lockdown? I mean, of course not. Here, I'm going to throw it. Did you hear that? There's the other one. There goes them both. Screw those things. It was just, as Pink Floyd says, a momentary lapse of reason. My hair comes out gray or comes out blue or whatever. Let it do it. Go ahead, let it do it. I'm not gonna use those stupid things. But again, Pink Floyd, momentary lapse of reason. I was going down the aisle and I was panicking a little bit, and I bought 2 of those home just for men kit things. And what are they? They have like little gloves in them and stuff. I think I've seen that on TV. And you have these little plastic gloves because the chemicals are going to eat through your skin, I guess, if you get them on you, or at least they're going to turn your skin the same color as the hair. So they have these little gloves in them, I presume. I haven't opened the boxes. Not going to open the boxes. They're going to stay over there on the floor until I kick them into the trash can, probably. But anyway, what's going on? Okay, what else is going on? A couple little Easter eggs. And the New Dean poster, which is the 4th of 4. And I really like those things. And gosh, I want to move. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to have to figure out, even if I'd be closer to moving, wouldn't I, if I didn't put $7,000 into that stupid car. And it's not stupid. I love my car. I love it. We're magic with it. I did something the other day, just a few days ago. I mean, I always talk about, the pursuit class I had for 4 days and all the incredible stuff that I learned there, and then I use it every day. And I can talk about my sister. She's hanging on. She wants to see what's going to happen next. She has no idea, but oh yeah, she wants to see. I did something just a few days ago in my car before the engine quit on me. And no, I didn't blow up the engine. Actually, I was slowing down. But I had passed the place I wanted. I changed my mind about where I wanted to go, and I passed it up. And I'm flying down some road, and there's a concrete divider, but the concrete divider just ended. Of course, it ended in a sign that says "No U-turn," but it says in fine print. It says "Not you, Keith. Don't pay attention to this sign." Every sign actually says that. Don't pay attention to this, Keith, because I'm not paying attention to any of them. So anyway, I'm flying by this thing at like 45, 50 miles an hour, planning on going somewhere else down there, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh, that would be a good place to go to look for, whatever I was chasing down at the time. Floss or something, could be anything. In an apocalypse, you need weird stuff that you run out of and you can't afford. You don't want to run out of floss. That's a thing for me. I don't know if it is for anybody else, but yeah, when I'm traveling, I'll lose my mind if I forgot to pack dental floss. I just got to have it. So I'll stop whatever I'm doing and go find a Walgreens in some strange city and find the aisle where the other way. There. Now move your body, Keith, but which way? Not that way. Like I said, I always just need to figure out which way and then do the opposite because it's always wrong now that I've flipped the camera around so that you can read the Dean thing. Yeah, I just drop what I'm doing and go find a Walgreens or CVS or any kind of drugstore. Man, is this interesting. Are you on the edge of your seat? You've probably stopped eating and drinking because you're just frozen with anticipation at this wonderful story. I was thinking about, I guess actually it was when I went to see the Harp Twins in Cincinnati. I did forget to pack dental floss. And so yeah, I did seek out a Walgreens there. So that wasn't theoretical, that actually did happen. And oh yeah, because I dropped my toothbrush. Oh fuck! I dropped my toothbrush on the floor in the bathroom of the hotel. I set it on the sink, and I didn't drop it. Like I said, I don't drop things, but I set it on the sink, and it's a new sink. It's a new sink to me. It's a hotel sink, and I didn't really realize the shape of the sink. And when I set it down on the sink, it had a thing in it. It rolled off the sink thing and hit the floor. And yeah, when that thing hits the floor, it's dead to me. It's dead to me. Just pick that thing up with a paper towel or toilet paper and drop that mofo in the trash can, and it's dead. Nope. So not rinsing that thing off and using it again. No. So I went to Walgreens and got a couple pack of toothbrushes and the floss I needed anyway. So, God, this has been exciting, and it's 17 minutes in. I thought I had a story besides the. Well, maybe it's it's the general midlife crisis thing. I'm trying to avoid it. Like I said, I'm avoiding it with cars because I'm there anyway. I'm avoiding it with hair coloring. And I'm trying to take care of my health. I'm going to get this stupid testing done. Explore this camera business. I'm getting that done day after tomorrow because the doctor says do that. And I haven't had one. Move the wrong way again. Haven't had one of those. Period. So, but I've heard stories about them, so I'm not looking forward to that. I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to get more comments here, please, if you would, because like I said, I've got one of these that has 95 views. So people have been here. I wanted people to say, what are you doing during the lockdown? Are you finding anything that you didn't have time to do before? I mean, I realize a lot of people are working from home, so you're still working tons of hours, but at least you're saving the commute time. Now maybe you're turning that commute time into, is that too loud? I don't think so. I think I'm closer to the camera anyway. I'm not using these speakers. I'm using my better speakers and amplifier over there, so that I'm much closer to the microphone. So I think it's okay. Train of thought was, what are you doing? Did you just convert that that commute time into more work time? Or are you actually finding something else that you're doing? Because I found that I thought I'd be setting a record for, watching Netflix for 12 hours straight. But I don't seem to, because I seem to fill my days with hunter-gathering. Oh, I was going to mention, it may not be interesting to anybody but me. We're at 19 minutes, but I guess I should quit paying attention to that because it just is. It works out to be what it is. To save money, and there was some issues, roommate issues. Not no dramatic roommate issues. Just he wanted to let go of the lease too and move, and so I said sure. He was a good guy, and so he said, hey, if you if you need me to stay and take the other half of this lease or this rent payment with you, I'll continue to do it. I said, no, the lease is up at whatever month it was, a few months ago, 2 months ago. And I said, no, this is, the zombie apocalypse was just getting going. And I said, you know what? This might be a smart move. Let this place go. You go do your thing. And I know this is going to sound bad, but I kind of am staying with my mom. And I just sleep in a reclining chair. I can sleep anywhere. Just hang me on a coat hook and I'll sleep. I got to admit, I'm not sleeping well. That I could sleep better. And I've gotten some help, from good friends, advice on supplements like melatonin and chamomile tea and that kind of thing, and things like that. I'm just gonna get this down just a touch. Breaks my heart to do that, but I'm just afraid that it's gonna mess up the audio, to mess up your audio. Doesn't mess me up at all, but I don't want to mess it up for you. But yeah, so just sleep in a reclining chair, and the reason I'm doing it is it saves me a little bit of money. Well, a fair amount of money actually, but no, it doesn't. No, never mind, it doesn't. Because I chip in, split everything, with my mom, of course. So no, it doesn't save me any money. I'm not mooching off my mom to live in, here. But what's the point? Oh, that way, I was thinking ahead, just like I said, about the time this thing broke, the whole stay at home generally, I could see it coming. I was like, I can't be in groups of 100, you can't be in groups of 50, you can't be in groups of 10, and then they start closing restaurants and bars altogether, and I saw that coming early, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna keep my mom at home. She drives and everything, of course. She's fine, but I don't want her to. I'm going to be the hunter-gatherer, and I'll get everything she needs. And I want her to stay indoors. I don't want her to have to go to the grocery stores and be wiping down the handles of the grocery carts with the alcohol things, and and staying 6 feet away. Yeah, 6 feet away from other people, and all. They have rules. They have like big signs. They tell you stay 2 cart lengths away from everybody else. They tell you, and they have little spots marked on the floor, little gaffer's tape squares that you have to stand there until it's your turn to check out. You can't crowd up on other people and stuff, and they're really serious about it now. They became more and more serious about it as time went on, but I was already kind of seeing this coming and thought, well, if we're going to do social distancing, it's going to come to this, I think. So I thought, well, I will just take care of it, and both for my sister, because she's hanging around my brother-in-law who's had a liver and kidney transplant. Yeah, so he's immunocompromised, as they say, because he's taking all these medicines to try to keep his body from rejecting the new liver and the new kidney, right? So he's trying to tell his immune system to go over there and sit down and take a nap, drink a beer, and stay out of this, right? As far as don't attack the foreign liver and kidney. Well, if he gets virus, it's going to be still told to sit down and take a nap and have a beer. Can't do both, can you? One or the other. Chill. And that's not what you want when you're battling COVID-19. So I want her and him to stay isolated too. So I run for them, and I run for my mom, and I run for me, obviously. So I do a lot of running to grocery stores and drug stores and restaurants that have food they bring out to the curb, stuff like that. So anyway, if you would just in the comments section, I'd really be interested in hearing what people are doing, if anything, different to pass the time. So I'm not really trying to pass the time much because I don't have any time. I think I'm busier now than I ever was, but I do occasionally, I got one book, 2 books, actually, now that I think about it, as he looks at one of them. I have 2 books to read. One of them I'm getting paid to read as a book editor. Long story there, but actually, I'm getting paid to read it and edit it for continuity and grammar and, verb tense and everything, editor. And he's self-published, so it's a small job because the books are small. They're like they do several chapters. Book 7, book 8, book 9, book 10 of the series. Of the whatever. So they're not 500 pages each. They're shorter. So he turns them around faster, and so I get paid less. But I could read them. I could read it in a day if I tried. So that's fine. But anyway, so I have a couple books to read, and I'm playing some more music. Got a few songs. Hey There, Delilah. Someone You Loved. For the First Time. Yeah. And a couple more that I'm working on keys and vocals, getting that right, just for my own purposes, just for the hell of it. Snow Patrol, yeah, chasing cars, yeah, working on that, and yeah, okay, let's do the shout out. Fernando Ufret and Deanna Petku did a collab of Linkin Park Numb, I believe. So first one, and then they did a second one. So they're doing collabs. Great, 2 so far, and I hope they keep going. They mesh really well, vocals, and Fernando plays great guitar, and they're great. Anyway, Fernando taught me the chord progression and the bass line for Chasing Cars. So whenever I'm in on his stream, and he gets ready to do that, he'll if I'm there, he'll holler here, say, Keith, you got the keys ready? And I'll fire them up, and then I'll put on I say, yep, and I'll put on a reverb, and I'll do like a Cathedral 2 reverb. He's like, wow, that's a big room. And I say, yeah, I like a lot of reverb. If I'm going to push the reverb, if I'm going to mess with reverb, I'm going, go big or go home. So I put in the Cathedral 2 reverb on, which I have to wait for it to come up first. Otherwise, if you mess with it too soon, it turns into something else and goes nuts. So I have to give it a couple seconds, and then I can add in the reverb voice. And I'll say, yep, I'm ready. And then he'll start playing with his, on his guitar. He'll play Chasing Cars, and I'll do it on keys like he taught me. And anyway, it's fun. I know it sounds dumb. I mean, no one hears it but me, of course. I do run Reaper, though. I run it, so... anyway, it's just something to do. Like this is. Okay, so I'm at 28 minutes or so let's at least try not to go too stupid long, since I've said nothing. I didn't have a funny story to tell. Gosh, I broke my phone. Or was that even this video? I'm losing my mind. I talked to a lady at the grocery store. I forget what she said to me. She said something really nice. I was just minding my own business, and she just said something really nice and complimentary. She's attractive too, but I'm just not. No, I'm just not gonna. I'm just Well, you can't date in a zombie apocalypse anyway, right? But anyway, I did ask her what she was doing there, because it looked kind of strange what she was doing. She had a piece of paper and this weird stuff. Anyway, it turns out she said this was her first time of doing this, but what she was doing was she had found a part-time job somehow as one of those shopper people, right? That she gets a list of what people want from the grocery store that they don't want to go get, and then she wanders up and down the aisles and buys it all for them. And then she gets, I think, $12.95 for the trip, plus she gets 15% of the total, because if they run her up and down the aisle to buy $400 worth of groceries, well, then she's going to get 15% of that. She doesn't want to do all that work for just $12.95 if she's there half a day looking for $400 worth of food, right? So she's $13 plus 15% is her rate. I'm not sure if that's the going rate or not, but anyway, she's trying that out for size. But she said this was literally the first run she was on. And I said, wow, that's interesting, because, it's kind of cool how the marketplace works. I mean, a lot, obviously, of businesses and things collapse. But then here comes the invention of a new one. I mean, I understand it's not a new idea, but people just wouldn't use it, I don't think, much, in the normal world. But, in this world, we're far from normal, and people are willing to pay to stay home and and then I guess they give a credit card over the phone or something, and then, so that it's already been paid for. The person tells them how much they owe them, and then I guess she just runs up to the door and rings the doorbell and runs away, leaves the groceries sitting in bags on the front porch, and then they open the door and there's no humans there, and they can wipe down the bags with Lysol spray or whatever they want to do, depending on how much effort they want to put into the disinfecting, and then bring all these groceries in, and so it's another way to make money. I forget what she told me what her job was. I forgot what it was, but it was the kind of job that's yeah, you're going to lose that job in an apocalypse like this. You are, but she gained a different job that she was at least trying on for size. Of doing grocery shopping and deliver. Again, not a novel idea, but it was her first time at it. So cool. All right, so 31 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't say anything at all. I don't know what to even call this. I might call it, I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, you got to see my fourth of four, if you cared. Fourth of four metal signs, and someday I'll put a picture up on Instagram of those bad boys in an actual house of my own. Yeah, that's the goal. Notice I didn't say apartment. No, I'm not sharing drywall with anybody. Yeah, I what do they say in school? I don't play well with others. I do. I'm a nice guy. Like I said, I read to blind dogs, and I recycle and stuff. But I don't want to be told, if I want to listen or play music at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to play music at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want any crap from any neighbors, pounding on walls or ceilings or floors. I've been there. I've had apartments before. I always take the top floor, so I have the militarily superior high ground, so nobody's above me, that's for sure. I don't want anybody stomping around above my head. But then I'm stomping around somebody's head. But I'm conscientious. I don't do that. But I occasionally would be playing a computer game or music, or TV movie, action movie with lots of explosions and Michael Bay stuff, and I'd occasionally get a little bit of crap from a neighbor. Occasionally, it didn't go that well for them. No. I said I paid for this whole apartment, and I will do the best I can. I appreciate your input. I appreciate your suggestion. I want to be clear that this is suggestion from you, and I will take it under advisement. Yes. And it's best if you don't bring it up again. I will do my best. I try to be a good neighbor. I do. Let's get out of here. It's 33 minutes long. I'm sorry. World's worst vlog. No one's going to come back after this. I'm afraid to post this now. I am, because there's nothing I can do to save it now. If I was better looking, I'd tear off my shirt or something. Do something. There's nothing to save it. Okay, I don't have a great joke. So thank you if you've been here. Seriously, I'm thinking about having at least paper certificates made up for you. So if you want to DM me your address, seriously, I will make up some sort of certificate for you, acknowledging your Herculean efforts here to last through this terrible video. Nice background music though, right? Some nice art. That's all I got. Okay. I will actually think of something for the next video. I promise. Thanks for being here, and seriously, stay safe, and I wish I had some better advice for you as far as the safety thing, and shop early in the morning, and always be ready. If you find something good, just buy it. Unless it's going to spoil, you'll use it. Don't hoard. No, don't hoard. But okay, quickly, story. crap, it's 34 minutes and 57 seconds. I forgot about this. This happened a couple weeks ago. I was going to say about the hoarding. I wasn't hoarding. No. I bought 2 packages, normal-sized packages of toilet paper. I did find them at a store. I bought 2 packages, one for me and one for my mom, because I'm shopping for 2 different people, and she needed, she's got her own bathroom, and she needed some. So anyway, I can't believe this. This guy comes over to me in the. This is why I'm saying watch out for people as much as it's kind of like The Walking Dead. The people in The Walking Dead are as much trouble as the zombies are. They are. If you've seen The Walking Dead, I'm not spoiling anything. The humans are as much trouble as the zombies. This guy comes walking over to me, and so I'm already on my guard, and he keeps his distance a fair amount. Good for him. And he says, but he says to me, I'm not making this up. He says to me, I think I need that more than you do. Or I bet I need that more than you do, I think he said. Talking about the 2 packages of paper towels. I bet I need some of that, I think is what he said. I bet I need some of that more than you do, is what he said to me. Now, I have already purchased it with my own money, like we're supposed to in a capitalist society. You pay for things and you walk out of the store with them, right? I've already bought it. He says to me, I think I need some of that more than you do. No, it's not the thing to say to me. So I just rested my hand on my gun, which I'm always carrying, I'm not going to pull the thing. Rested it on there, and I said, no. I said, but I bet you I do have something that I'm kind of starting to think that you do need more than I do. And you're about to get them delivered to you at about 900 feet per second. And I just looked at him until he decided that he didn't want to talk anymore. And he just went away. But, I mean, come on, what the hell? Is that what we're devolving to? I'm not looking forward to it, but, my dad wasn't Marine Special Forces for nothing. I'm prepared. If we devolve to that, I'll be on the top part of it. I'm not going to be in the bottom of that pile. No, I'll be on the top of that pile. But, hopefully we're coming out of this soon. And anyway, Jesus, this is 37 minutes. I'm going to work on editing this a bit. I think I've got to, because otherwise I'll be at my door with you will be at my door with pitchforks and flaming torches. Burn the house down and say, "Stop it, Keith," and you'll be right. So I'm sorry. Apologies, and thank you.